Hello and welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. My name is Jenny and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, I have a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/CASDANY. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter, Manhattanville College.
All right, hello everyone. So welcome to Manhattanville College. My name is Erica Harris. I'm the Assistant Director of Undergraduate Admissions here. So starting off with Manhattanville at a glance. So Manhattanville, we are a small liberal arts school located in Rochester, New York. We're just about 30 miles north of Times Square, and we're located right outside of White Plains, New York. We were founded in 1841 by members of the Sacred Heart. And we were recently voted one of the best regional colleges, which is really exciting. We really specialize in small classroom size, with our average classroom being around 15 to 25 students, and with our student-teacher ratio being about 11:1. We do have a residential campus, but we've got a beautiful campus. So you've got tons of space with over 100 acres. And again, we are super close to New York City. We've got tons of different academic programs to choose from. Everything you see on the screen here are different programs that we offer. Our most popular programs are definitely going to be within business, education, psychology, communications, nursing, as well as the fine and performing arts. More specifically, musical theater is probably our most competitive performance major. In terms of classrooms, because we do have that specialized one-on-one classroom style, we do have tons of different layouts. In general, if you look at the right-hand side of the screen on the top right, that's what I always like to consider a coffee house style class. It's very collaborative, more one-on-one, again, those 15 and under style classes. We're going to have a lot of collaboration with your classmates as well as your professors. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, that's one of our larger lecture halls. At Manhattanville, the largest lecture class we'll even offer is around 30, maybe 35 if it's a specialized program. We've got tons of other spaces on campus, like our art studios, obviously our nursing labs and our STEM labs, as well as some pretty cool spaces like the Center for Design Thinking. Manhattanville is very widely known for our amazing support services. At Manhattanville, we have tons of different programs free to our students, including completely free tutoring. We also have the amazing support services where you can work one-on-one with an academic counselor. You'll also have access to all of our different resources on campus, including our writing center, which is again completely free to our students. We also offer free general accommodations like time on tests and other types of things like that. Then CCD is another really important part of our campus in terms of then getting those amazing job opportunities. Some of our programs do require students to do internships, but in terms of then job opportunities as well, again, we are so close to Manhattan, so our students really get the best of both worlds. We have that beautiful small campus, but then lots of fun and perks of the city as well. A lot of our internships do happen in the city, and we work with top companies like Pepsi, MasterCard. We work with MoMA as well in New York City. And they do tons of things as well, like resume workshops. So making sure that our students, after they go on interviews, that they are really prepped for those interview opportunities. In terms of residence halls, we do guarantee housing on campus for all 4 years. We do have everything you can think of, from singles up to suites. Suite essentially is a Manhattanville apartment, I like to say, with you and a few of your friends. We've got tons of different layouts. Most standardly, we've got doubles, which is in the bottom left-hand picture. But all of our rooms, I can say, are very spacious. I am an alumni as well, and I lived in 3 out of our 4 residence halls. Then we've got athletics on campus. Athletics, in my opinion, plays a huge part into the overall student life. We are Division III, so there is no scholarship involved with athletics, but there's tons of different programs, tons of different teams, and you can still be a varsity competitive athlete. Then in terms of more campus life, we've got tons of different student clubs, currently over 50 on registration, everything from dance teams to a cappella groups to like gardening clubs, and really any interest you can think of. But if we don't have a club for you, it actually only takes 5 people to make a club. All of our clubs do host events throughout the entire year, as well as the college itself will host events. We've got these huge festivals like Fall Fest and Quad Jam, which is like our huge spring festival. We usually have guest artists and things like that as well. Now, our campus is very diverse at Manhattanville, which I really pride myself on, but we always want our students to not only experience diversity and culture on campus, but abroad as well. So we've got tons of different incredible study abroad programs. We've got exchange programs, which doesn't cost anything out of pocket to you and your family, but then other cooperative programs as well. So tons of different programs to choose from. Now, in terms of application requirements, it's relatively straightforward. For Manhattanville, you need the application with the application fee and that personal essay. Now, in that personal essay, don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Tell me something unique to you. Then after that, we actually only require one letter of recommendation from a teacher or a guidance counselor, and then obviously that official high school transcript. At Manhattanville, we are test optional, so we do not require the SAT or ACT test scores, but we will take a look at them if you want us to. Then one of the last but not least, in terms of tuition and fees, the big, scary overall number in order to live on campus is around $55,000, but all of our students are guaranteed scholarships if accepted, which are scholarships range from $10,000 to $25,000 per year. I can say from experience that big and scary number gets much less big and scary after all of our scholarships get involved. Plus, then over 98% of our students are awarded financial aid on top of all of that as well. We do have other scholarships that can stack on top of these big ones as well. So you've got a lot of different opportunities there as well. And again, that's for if you're going to live on campus. And that's all I've got.
Thank you so much. A reminder to all of our participants to use that Q&A function on your screen to type questions to our institutions here at any time during the presentations. Up next, we have Mercy College.
Hi, I'm Janie from Mercy College. I'm one of the admissions recruiters at our Dobbs Ferry campus. So Mercy College is a small private school with 3 campuses. Our main campus is in Dobbs Ferry, which is located in Rochester around, it's about a 40-minute train ride to Manhattan. We also have a campus in Manhattan. It is right in the middle of Manhattan on 34th Street. As well, we have a campus in the Bronx. That is our only campus that does not offer dorms. So you would not be able to live on our Bronx campus, but we do offer dorms in Manhattan and Dobbs Ferry. Like I said, our Dobbs Ferry campus is our main campus. And that is a picture of some of our dorms that we have. Our dorms in Manhattan are actually very new. They are beautiful, right in the same building that you will have all your classes, as well as the cafeteria and things like that. So everything is in one building. Our 5 schools are our School of Business, Liberal Arts, Education, Social and Behavioral Sciences, and Health and Natural Sciences. I would say one of our most popular majors is nursing. It is one of our more difficult programs to get into, and it is our only capped program. So for that program, we look for around an 85 GPA, as well as an 85 in all math, science, and English courses. We also have something called the PACT program. Each student, when they come to Mercy College, receives their own, what I like to call, it's almost like your high school guidance counselor. So this counselor will, your PACT counselor will be with you throughout all 4 years of college. They will advise you on the classes you need to take. They will help you choose your major if you're undecided. You know, you can really go to this counselor with any issues you might have, and they are there to help you. They want you to graduate, you know, on time, and they want to help you, you know, link you up with maybe an internship or a job. So they're there to help you for all those types of things. So we do have a lot of clubs, organizations, and athletics. We are D2, and we offer a variety of different sports, men's soccer, men's lacrosse, men's basketball and baseball. We also have women's soccer, women's lacrosse, women's basketball, and softball, field hockey, and volleyball. So again, if you are interested in a sport, we definitely would suggest to get in touch with a coach. And it's very fun to, sort of see the success of our teams. So our tuition is on the lower end for a small private school. It is around $20,000 for the year. That is not including room and board, and that is before filling out the FAFSA. We also have a Mercy Scholars program where tuition is fully covered, and it is offered to students who meet a certain GPA requirement as well as a certain financial requirement. So you can go to mercy.edu/apply-now in order to apply. You can also apply on the Common App. Yeah, and that's about it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Up next, we have Pace University.
All right, hello everyone. Let me just get this started. Awesome. All right. Hi, guys. My name's Alexa Dalvis. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Pace University. And at Pace University, we do not believe in a one-size-fits-all model for education. We work with students on an individual basis to help them create a customized four-year learning plan, which we refer to as our PACE path. Now, your PACE path is essentially going to serve as your blueprint to success, mapping out both long and short-term goals that you'd like to accomplish during your time on campus. And it's a system that ensures that all of our students are continuously and actively working towards goals during their time on campus. We don't want them, just going back to their dorm to scroll through social media or play video games after classes are done for the day. We want them to be getting real, tangible, well-rounded experiences academically, socially, and professionally. And our PACE Path system helps to ensure that. The path is a very flexible system. It's designed to change along with you, but some students set popular goals related to experiences like internships, study abroad, research, volunteer opportunities, and much, much more. But the beauty of the path system is that no two paths look the same. It truly is customized to who you are and what you hope to get out of your college experience. And when it comes time to choose a major, ultimately we offer over 100 different majors and 40 accelerated degree programs across our 5 undergraduate schools of study, in addition to our law school. Now, our College of Health Professions houses our health sciences program, as well as our direct admit nursing program. Our Dyson College of Arts and Sciences houses about 60 different liberal arts majors. So that includes biology, psychology, digital cinema, criminal justice, communications, as well as our popular School of Performing Arts. Now, our Elizabeth Hobbs School of Law is the third of our 3 campuses. It's located in White Plains, New York, and students are able to pursue a 3+3 program through our law school, in which they'll get a bachelor's and their Juris Doctorate in 6 years as opposed to 7. Now, we were founded as a business school over 100 years ago. Today, we have the largest business internship program in the metro area. We've got all those traditional business majors like marketing, accounting, finance, but we also have some specialized concentrations as well, like arts and entertainment management, hospitality and tourism management, sports marketing, and even entrepreneurship. Our School of Education will prepare you to teach anywhere from preschool all the way up through senior year of high school. We also have a 5-year combined degree program there, in which students can earn their bachelor's and their master's degree in 5 years as opposed to 6. And then last, our Seidenberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems houses our tech-based majors, computer science, information systems, and information technology. But at PACE, we know that who you know and what you can do is just as important as what you know. So our Career Services Office really goes above and beyond to help our students secure those professional development experiences that they need to really set themselves apart from other entry-level and internship applicants. Last year alone, our students completed almost 9,000 professional development experiences, despite the fact that the world was shut down for COVID. Big silver lining for us for COVID was the fact that we were able to massively expand our virtual and our remote internship opportunity offerings. students. And because our students are getting these amazing professional experiences, they go off to have a 90% job placement rate within about 6 months of graduation. That's about 20% higher than the national average. Payskill.com also ranks us within the top 10% for highest earning alumni, as well as top 10% for best return on investment. Career services is what we like to call PACE for life. So that means 10, 15 years down the line from now, if you need help taking that next step, you're able to come back to PACE, and at no additional cost, we will provide you with all of the same amazing career counseling services. Really there to support you from graduation day right on through retirement day. Briefly want to chat a little bit about our two campuses. We have our New York City campus. You're in the heart of the financial district, steps away from Wall Street and the Brooklyn Bridge, really immersed in all of the hustle and bustle that New York City has to offer. And about 45 minutes north of New York City, we have our Rochester campus in Pleasantville, New York, state-of-the-art, 200 acres, more traditional in feel and very sustainably focused. We have nature trails, our Choate Research Pond, and even our own environmental center that hosts over 350 different sustainability programs for our students to get involved with every single year. A nice little feature of the campuses, though, they are a 2-for-1 deal. So regardless of which you call home, you will have the opportunity to eat, hang out, and take classes on the alternate campus at no additional cost. In terms of the college application process, that PACE really straightforward. Just submit that online application either through the Common Application or through the PACE University website with that $50 application fee. You'll submit to us your high school transcripts, 2 letters of recommendation, as well as your college essay. And PACE is totally test optional, so you do not need to worry about those SAT or ACT scores for any single one of our programs, including nursing. In terms of our upcoming deadlines, Early Action 2 is coming up on December 1st. If you submit all your documents by December 1st, you'll have your admissions decision back come the first week of the new year. For any students interested in performing arts, we need that academic application on file no later than December 15th, so your pre-screens can be submitted no later than January 15th. And of course, February 15th is our regular decision and our nursing deadline. All of our programs except nursing and performing arts are reviewed on a rolling admissions basis, so there is some flexibility with our deadlines there. And then of course, May 1st, National Commitment Day. Make sure you have all those deposits on file so you can lock yourself into whatever school you choose. Fingers crossed it's PACE. And PACE is more affordable than you think. We are a private school, so the price tag can look a little bit scary at first glance, but very generous with financial aid awards. $26,000 on average is what students are receiving directly from PACE, not including any additional aid through the FAFSA. If you file your FAFSA on or before December 1st from PACE, you will automatically receive a $1,000 scholarship simply by popping us on that FAFSA document. Here's some contact information. I will make sure to put it in the chat. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. I am more than happy to help you through the process. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And reminder to our participants, use that Q&A function to ask questions of any of our schools here during the presentations. Up next, we have the Rochester Institute of Technology.
Hi, thank you for joining us. I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay, so my name is Molly Lane. I'm an assistant director in the Office of Undergrad Admissions at Rochester Institute of Technology, or RIT. A little bit of general information about RIT. Our main campus is located in New York, closest to Rochester, New York. We are a pretty large private university, so we have over 16,500 undergrads that attend our main campus. Our students that attend RIT are pretty diverse as far as from all over the country, from 90 different countries. Also, we do have a large underrepresented minority population at RIT. And then something that makes us a little bit different, we do have over 1,000 deaf and hard of hearing students that attend RIT due to our College of Deaf and Hard of Hearing students. So there are only 2 colleges like this in the country. One of them is at RIT. So we do have deaf and hard of hearing students in classes with hearing students. Many of our classes are captioned, and we have interpreters in front of the class. So pretty much every student leaves knowing some sign language. We typically would see big classes at a university our size, but we're very focused on small classes. So the average class size at RIT is about 22 students. You get to know all the students in your major. You have very easy access to your professors and your faculty. You can talk to them and ask questions. So everybody in your program knows who you are. Because we're an Institute of Technology, we're mostly well known for our STEM programs, particularly engineering and computing, but we do have programs in many different areas. So, excuse me, we also have a College of Engineering Technology. We have a College of Business, a College of Art and Design, a College of Science, a separate College of Health Science, and then we also have a College of Liberal Arts. So programs in many areas. We offer these programs and more as minors as well. So if your interests are in a couple different areas, you can earn a major or bachelor's degree in one area and then a minor or more than one minor in another area. We also have accelerated bachelor's master's programs where you are able to earn your master's degree in 5 years instead of 6. And then I also listed on this slide just some niche programs that we do offer that you can't find at very many other schools or any other schools. So American Sign Language, because of our deaf and hard of hearing population, is one that we offer. We're the only school in the country to have an imaging science program. Medical illustration is a program that not many schools offer. We do have programs in the art and design college, like furniture design, jewelry design, museum studies is something that is unique to us. And then mechatronics is a new program we're offering that's a really popular program right now. So we would never talk about RIT without talking about co-op or cooperative education. We're actually one of only 4 schools in the country right now that has a mandatory cooperative education program. So many schools do offer co-op and internships and job experience, but at RIT, it's required of our students to do this. We have co-op advisors assigned to every student, so they have a lot of help in finding these placements. And we currently partner with over 3,400 companies worldwide. So at our job fairs that we have throughout the year, we do have companies like Microsoft, Google, SpaceX, NASA, Tesla on our campus interviewing students for these co-op placements. Obviously, there's a ton more because there is a really big list of companies that we do partner with. And we do have 100% co-op placement. So if your program requires co-op, you're going to be doing it. Obviously, the big takeaway from this is our job placement rate. We do survey all of our seniors within 6 months of graduating. And we have some programs, many of them, where we have 100% job placement within 6 months of graduating. So this is really a big part of coming to RIT. It's the ultimate reason why a lot of students end up choosing one of these 4 schools that has this mandatory cooperative education program. Research is also really big at RIT. So unlike other schools where you maybe couldn't start doing research until you were an upperclassman or a grad student, you can start doing research right away. And the professors at RIT encourage first-year students to get involved with research. We have research going on in really every program. So not just science and psychology, but in artificial intelligence, photonics, tons of different areas on campus if you are interested in doing that. So aside from our main campus, we do have campuses in other countries. So you can find RIT in China, Kosovo, Croatia, and Dubai. So many students take advantage of this. We offer some of the same programs and they can easily go to one of these other campuses and not be behind at all because it's the same classes you would take as the campus in New York. We do have study abroad in 55 countries, so there's other places you can go if you choose to. And then co-op is something you could do in another country as well. So that's another opportunity to get that international travel in if you are interested in doing that in college. So the benefit of going to a big school with small classes is that once you're outside of your classes, we have a ton going on. We have a very busy campus, lots of clubs and activities and different things for students to get involved with for fun. Another thing that students do participate in is sports. These are the varsity sports that we do offer at RIT. We're primarily a Division III school, but we are Division I for men's and women's ice hockey. So hockey is very exciting and a big part of our campus at RIT. I didn't get through all my slides, sorry. I will put my contact information in the chat though. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Up next, we have St. Lawrence University.
One second. Hold on, my screen is not behaving. Great. Why aren't you clicking? That is incredibly frustrating.
If you want, we can move on and come back to you next if you'd prefer.
Sure, let me figure this out.
Alrighty, sounds good. Well, we'll go to Mount St. Mary's College next.
Hello, everyone. Okay, let me get this going. Hi, my name is Ariana, and I am an admissions counselor at Mount St. Mary College. I actually graduated from school in 2014. Just a little quick intro about the Mount. We have about 1,700 undergraduate students. All together with graduate students, we have about 2,200 students. So we have about a really small campus. Over here, you can see this is one of the buildings that they had on campus. This actually used to be the carriage house. So this is where all the horses and the animals used to actually stay. Now it's converted into offices, but they converted all the inside. So you can see all these horseshoe shaped emblems, which is really pretty. So we have about 75% of our first year students live on campus. It doesn't mean that you have to be guaranteed to stay on campus. You know, your sophomore, you should say your sophomore, junior, senior year, you and your roommates can find an apartment, a house off campus as well, so you guys can stay off campus. We have 25% of the Mount are transfer students. So a lot of the students either start off in community college and they get all their core classes out of the way and then they do more concentrations at the Mount, or they realize the program is a little more efficient than previous colleges. So they come into the Mount so they can get a better degree. We have about over 80, including our master's programs and academic programs. Here, just as a quick overview of some of the programs. Our most popular ones are business, education, and nursing. Due to this, we also have a master's program for those 3 concentrations. And a lot of them have a 5-year track. So you can do your 4 years at the Mount, get finish up your year with, let's say you're going to business, you get an MBA, and then so you're graduating in 5 years with a bachelor's degree as well as your MBA.
Ariana, we're not seeing your screen either. I don't know if you have your screen share.
Let me try it on real quick. Let me pop it up. Oh, here we go. Is that working? Is that better?
Yep, looks good.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. So like I said, I'll bring this up again. These are some of our popular majors. Like I said, we do have a lot of master's degrees. We have a nursing pinning program right in the end of May. All the nurses get their coats, as well as a significant other comes in and hands them a rose, as well as their nursing pin to congratulate them for completing their nursing degree. Average class size is about 20 to 25 students. Once you get into your junior and senior year, you can have a couple, maybe 10 to 15 students, even less. My senior STEM class had 7 kids. So it just kind of depends. So the professors get to know you on a one-to-one level versus just being a number, which is something really helpful and a lot of students enjoy. We do have 21 Division III sports. Our biggest sports are soccer as well as lacrosse for both women and men. On campus, there's always something going on pretty much every weekend. This picture is currently of a bonfire event that they have. They usually have it in October. So they have in a huge parking lot, they'd set up a bonfire where people can have games and just sit by the fire. We also have access to tickets to see Broadway shows. So a lot of the students like to go see the Rockettes for about $25. So you just hop on, that includes the bus and transportation. They usually get there a little early so you can get something to eat beforehand, watch the show, and then get back on the bus, which is really great for our students. We are a Catholic affiliated college, so we do have a chapel on campus. However, you're not forced or mandated to attend chapel. As part of being a Mount St. Mary student, you are required to take a type of religion class, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's New Testament and Old Testament. It could just mean like there's a class called sports and religion. So it just kind of broadens everyone up so they're not required to take a specific Catholic course. We're very big on community. We have a lot of clubs that would read to the local students in the other local elementary schools. A lot of the education majors do that. We have very big on Habitat for Humanity, as well as giving back for coat drives and food drives so we can participate in a local community. So in terms of support, you are always there. Everyone on campus is there to support you, and not just for out for themselves. They're always there to support you, to make sure you succeed and have the best version of yourself. When you get onto campus, you are assigned an academic advisor, and that person's there with you all 4 years, planning out the next 4 years of your transition, whether it's seeing how you're checking in to see if you're comfortable with the same major you're in, seeing what classes you're taking in this fall and spring semester, and how to connection with your internships, as well as there's a disability and counseling right on campus. So you can, your access to, disabilities and anything that you may need, as well as counseling, so you don't have to go anywhere off campus. We are restarting our study abroad program, which is great. In summer of 2022, they will be going to France, and they're learning about the architecture and everything that involves in a history class, and it will count towards 3 credits of a history course. I'm touched very lightly on internships. So internships are very big, especially through the social sciences. They are required to take an internship, as well as business. We have a lot of connections. A lot of sports managements go into interning for the Yankees, for the Mets, a lot of them for Homeland Security, for the cybersecurity people. So it can be brought into somewhere local, as in like the local hospital if you're in nursing, or the local elementary school, or it can be even in the city or somewhere even close to you. 90% of our graduates are employed within 6 months, and within those 6 months, they're making about 50K. About over 60% of those students will be making 50K. All right, I'm all set.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
And a quick reminder before we are wrapping up to use that Q&A function to ask questions of any of our institutions here at any time. And up next, we have St. Lawrence University.
For whatever reason, it's not, I'm clicking the share button and it's just not doing it. Let me try share my screen again. It is not working. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just do it sans PowerPoint presentation. How does that sound? I'll take one last college try. No. Okay, well, we'll do it live. So hi, everybody. My name is Connor McSweeney. I am one of the assistant directors of admissions at St. Lawrence University. And just to tell you a little bit about St. Lawrence, we are located in Canton, New York, which is about 4 hours north of Albany. It is nestled in between the Adirondack Mountains and the Canadian border. We have a student body population of 2,400 students, representing 43 states and 59 countries. With a population of 2,400, it's small enough so that everybody knows one another, but it's big enough that you meet someone new every day. Also, one of the benefits of our location is that we can really take advantage of where we are. So students can go ice skating in the canals of Ottawa and go and take advantage of the Adirondacks, whether that's going on hiking trips, going canoeing, or just skiing. To talk a little bit about our academic information, we have over 70 majors and 40 minors. Our 5 most popular majors are economics, business and the liberal arts, psychology, government, and environmental studies. We have our students declare their major during the spring of their sophomore year, so they have 4 semesters to explore and find their passions. So if you're not certain, if you're undecided coming into St. Lawrence, that's okay. We have an average class size of 17, so we really get that personal experience with your professors and with your classmates. And we have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, and 99% of our students participate in experiential learning, whether that is doing research as a research fellowship, or pursuing a senior thesis, or studying abroad. Actually, 2/3 of our students study abroad during their time at St. Lawrence. We have 30 programs in over 20 countries, and your financial aid carries with you over. So a semester off campus would actually cost the same as a semester on campus. Next, I'd like to talk about our first year program. That's actually one of the hallmark experiences of St. Lawrence. It is a program in place to make sure the transition from high school to college is as smooth and seamless as possible. And so the way we do that is through a three-pronged approach, which is academic, advising, and residential. So the way it works is our incoming students will get a list of about 30 to 33 different courses that cover a wide range of topics from, there's one on environmental sustainability, there's one on Sherlock Holmes, there's one on how hell is depicted in different religions. So they'll pick a course that interests them, and they will show them how to do college level work in reading, writing, and research skills, but on something that they're actually interested in. The second component, residential. So the students who are placed in this first year program are actually going to be housed together. So they're going to be roommates, they're going to be neighbors. That way they have a community of people who have similar interests right out of the gate. And the third component is advising. So the professor of this course will actually be the academic advisor of that class until they declare their major. To go into student life, 98% of our student body lives on campus, and you're actually guaranteed life on campus, housing on campus all 4 years. We have 14 residence halls and we have 14 residence halls, which range from your average standard dorms to we actually have Kirk Douglas Hall, which is all hotel style living accommodations. So every room has its own bathroom and shower. Then we have suites, which are apartment style living. So it's a cluster of rooms with a shared common space with a kitchen and showers. We do have Greek life. It is a small portion of our campus body. We have 2 fraternities and 4 sororities. The fraternities make up 11% of our male students, and the sororities make up about 18% of our female students. You can have a car all 4 years at St. Lawrence. And what we also have is theme housing, which is similar to Greek life, but it's based around a particular theme or interest. So for instance, our outing club, which is a group of students who like to go on canoe trips, bike trips, hikes into the Adirondacks, they have their own house. We also have a women's empowerment house. We have a performing arts house. We have a video game nerd culture house. And then we have over 140 different clubs and organizations. So there's something there for everybody. To go into athletics, we have 35 varsity athletics teams. We actually just added esports to that roster, which we're really excited about. Most of our teams are Division III, with the exception of men's and women's ice hockey, which is Division I. About a third of our students are actually varsity athletes, and 57% of our students are involved in intramural clubs and sports. If you're thinking about life after graduation, the Center for Career Excellence and the Alumni Network are great tools for you. We have the #3 alumni network in the country, which we're really proud of, especially being such a small school. The Center for Career Excellence has a career commitment. So if you walk in through the doors, they will sit down with you and they will develop a personalized plan for your success, and they will help you meet that success. They also run a number of programs, my personal favorite being SLU Connect, where they will send students to cities all around the country, and they will meet with various businesses and industries and participate in network events. They've sent students to Boston, Burlington, San Francisco, New York City, DC, and Albany, which I actually participated when I was a student. We have a placement rate of over 95%. So after graduation, about 95% of just shy of a year are either pursuing higher education or are employed. So you can apply to St. Lawrence either directly through our website, through the St. Lawrence application, or you can go through the Common App. We are test optional. We've been test optional for over 15 years. And we actually just removed the application fee this year. So it doesn't cost any money to apply whatsoever. And if you have any questions, I'm going to put my contact information in the chat. Please feel free to reach out. I'm so sorry you don't get to see my, my show and tell, but you know, sometimes things don't work out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And everyone, you know, participating tonight, go to all of these institutions' websites. I know you didn't get to see, you know, the PowerPoint presentation, but visit the institution's websites, visit their campuses, definitely check out these amazing institutions. We have some time for some Q&A, so I'll go ahead and put our first question up on the screen as all of our participants or our institutions come back on their video as well. All right, so our first question for this evening is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So you can share your nuggets of wisdom with all of our participants here tonight. We'll go in the same order. So we'll start with Manhattanville College.
Well, I think some of my words of wisdom is that when you're going through the college search process, obviously there are so many different institutions, as we just heard from all these great schools today. So one of the best things is to narrow down some of the key things that you're looking for. Are you looking for a large school, small school? Are you looking for a really liberal program, or are you looking for a more conservative style program? I come from an arts background, so I know I'm like, oh, conservative musical theater program compared to like a program that gives you a little bit more freedom. I think some of those key desirables or like non-negotiables for your list and for your college experience are really important to have.
For me, I would say definitely try visiting as many campuses as you possibly can, because it's the only way you're really going to get a feel for the right fit for you. You know, you want to be happy. You don't want any surprises the day you step on campus. So definitely visit, and also just enjoy your senior year as much as possible as well, because that's what, you know, it's all about.
I think my piece of advice is to utilize admissions counselors as much as possible. I think a lot of people kind of see us as these like scary gatekeepers to your future, and that's like totally not the case. We want to help you. We are employed to make your lives easier, to help you navigate this process. So reach out. Trust me, we've heard every question under the sun. There's no such thing as a silly question. We are here to support you at any way possible.
I also agree with being able to visit in person being really important. I think there's a ton of virtual, you know, information out there, which is definitely good as well. But if you can visit in person, it's really so important. I also think that you should keep in mind that there is not one perfect right school for you. There's more than one. So you just need to come up with your priorities and, you know, kind of have that short list. But there are more than one schools out there that would be a good fit for you, for sure.
I would definitely agree with my peers here. Visiting a school is one of the best ways to get a feel for the campus and the vibe of the campus life. That's definitely, stepping on campus can give you the feel of if a school is right or not for you. So obviously, so I definitely encourage that. I also say, listen to your guide, listen to your school counselors. They know what they're doing. And always feel free to reach out to us, because we're here to help make this process as seamless as possible. And know what it is that makes a school special and what it is that you're looking for as well.
I would say that for sure, at least make 3 lists. One, your dream school, a school you're guaranteed to get in, and a backup school. That way that if, let's say a school is, you know, you had your heart set on something and you don't get in for whatever reason, you're not lost in the sauce. It's not after early application deadlines and you're not just like trying to scramble to see where you're going the next year. So definitely make sure that you make at least a couple of lists, whether it's top 4, top 5, or even top 10, just so you at least have a backup for a backup.
That is all fantastic advice. And I would add as well, just to try to stay organized as much as possible. There's lots of dates and deadlines, not only application deadlines, early action, scholarship deadlines, both school scholarships, private scholarships. You really want to keep all of that organized. So if that's a spreadsheet for you, if that's the notes app on your phone, a Google Calendar, hardcore, like just planner, you know, go for it and keep organized, because you don't want to miss any of these deadlines. These are usually hard and fast deadlines. And so you want to make sure that you're getting in there and applying for those scholarships and meeting those deadlines. And also on that, to have a dedicated email specifically for the college search process, because you'll get lots of emails and you don't want that going to your personal Taylor Swift Lover 2021 email. You want it to sound professional. So, you know, have something with like your name or just something that sounds professional, as you're going through the process, and it'll also help keep you organized so that you can, filter out all those other, you're not getting like spam or other stuff to your box. You're just getting those school emails. So if that's something I've learned through the process, it's those 2 tips as well. So I wanted to share that. And with that, we will wrap up our fair for this evening. I really appreciate all of the institutions being here tonight and sharing more about their schools with us. And thank you, participants, for joining us. We really appreciate it. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. You'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. That's strivescan.com/CASDANY. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and have a great college search process.